Nearly.
Having a blind bin does make it a bit more interesting, though, doesn't
It does. It's definitely a challenge.
I mean, I'm guessing
Yeah.
because... Hold on. Miles away. Because we wrapped up this month's challenge in one instalment instead of two.
Uh-huh.
Is that why we're still awake?
What, you think they want us to do something else?
Possibly.
Could be.
Good effort.
Cheated.
We'll go with the weighted one for this one. I think that was on the outside. I saw it roll over there somewhere.
But it was just so good. It was like that far from the edge.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, that was pathetic.
That was proper pathetic. I mean, if you want to watch with proper kind of You didn't say that, did you?
No, I didn't say anything.
I slipped. That's what it was.
Yep.
You know.
I'm sure.
I zigged when I should have zagged. Oh,
what's up?
well, there's a present at Trent's feet with your name on it. Well, Schlam.
Schlam. Am I Schlam, am I?
Well, if you're Schlam, then I'm...
Max.
Okay, well, thank you, Trent, I guess.
Thank you, buddy. Season's greetings and all that.
Yeah, I didn't know ancient aliens observed the season.
No.
I'm not pouring you out any mulled wine, though. That's just for us.
Oh, yes. Shall we?
We should see what these get.
Maybe movie.
A happy new year to one and all.
Indeed, season's greetings.
And what better way than to celebrate the season with a little bit more seasonal cheer. Last one before it all has to go away again for another.
Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah.
well.
You wait all that time and it's gone so quick. But, more importantly, that does mean it's only 10 months till spooky season.
Oh, spooky season.
I'll drink to that. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Thank you for joining us again. We hope that you had a wonderful Christmas, wonderful New Year, and all of that stuff. And again, as I said, please do all the usual. Like, share, subscribe, and talk about us down the pub.
Yes. Because that'll help.
So for those of you who did tune in last month, then you'll know we were running our caption competition.
Indeed.
We're keeping that open for entries until the middle of this month, and I'm going to not spill this all over myself. Just to give you a bit more options there, whatever is about to happen, these movies will be included in the competition as well. So come up with some weird and wonderful quotes based on the two movies that we're going to be looking at now. And we will count those as well.
So good luck with that.
Before we do any of that, there is just the business of our Christmas poll.
Oh, the poll.
Yes!
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Does that sound like Spider-Fan urine?
Oh, no.
Moving on with the poll.
Moving on with the poll. Yes, please, let's.
So we ran our poll in all our usual places. Must admit, it was a low-scoring month.
Okay, right.
But then again, people have got more important things to be doing.
Indeed.
Yes, so this was for The Bad Claws.
Yes.
Which we resoundingly said yes.
Yes.
That we enjoyed it. We thought it is a maybe movie.
Yeah, definitely.
So from the poll, we had 2 votes for no.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 people said, bah, humbug.
Well, that's fair enough. Can't please everyone.
No. But 2 people also said joyful and triumphant.
Oh, nice.
So by 4-2, The Bad Clause is our Christmas maybe movie for 2024. And as always, we'll be here with possibly a seasonal fanfare.
Possibly.
You would know, because you're watching it. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you to everyone who voted. And of course, please do look at what we're about to do. And if you'd like to, vote on this, which will then be announced when we come back properly in February, which is the other thing to remind you all about. Obviously, because of the way we do this, we do take January and July off. Also this year, just need to let you know, I'm a very, very tired bunny. That being the case, there won't be anything out on the main channel for at least the next 2 weeks. I might throw some shorts up if I get a chance, but I need a break, basically. And also, I've got book stuff to prep for, so I'm going to take 2 weeks out from doing the main channel stuff, and we'll be back with bits and pieces towards the end of the month. Have they changed my clothes? Have they? You would know.
Would you?
Anyway, moving on. Well, yeah, we've got some presents.
Let's open them then. Yeah.
They are very well wrapped, aren't they?
Very thoroughly.
Jeez. Okay, what do you got?
Oh, hang on. I have Repossessed.
Interesting, because I have Sister Acts 1 and 2.
Okay, yeah, well, I think I'm starting to see a theme.
Yeah, same. There's a whole lot of ecclesiastical going on, to coin a phrase. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's put these where they belong. There. That one goes there. Chuck it over. This one up here. Well,
yeah.
well, as it is New Year's Day, I'm guessing it's going to be a mashup.
I guess so.
Yeah. So what? I guess we're looking at Repo Sister.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Okay. So what do we have? That's from 1990. I'm not sure when that one's from.
93?
93. Oh, okay. So they're pretty close. Close. It doesn't really matter because we're doing mashups. I mean, kind of varying lengths. So you got a minute. You got 80 minutes, so an hour 20 to an hour 40.
Yes. Yeah.
But again, it's not going to make much difference because we're not under those rules. I mean, I did make a note of acts, but I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it?
Not really.
Well, we are making a mashup, I suppose. If anything, the only one we really need to have an idea about is that one. Because I take it we're more in the milieu of that one than we are of this one.
That's a good question. I suppose we are.
Which is good, because that one was a nightmare to try and figure out, because it's kind of got a 4-act structure.
It does lean towards it, yeah. I was struggling trying to figure out a 3-act structure for it.
Yeah, same. Whereas that one I got pretty simply Repossessed. It's about 28 minutes in. Mm-hmm. And then You May Not, which is about 58 minutes in, when Mayo finally on the TV goes, nope, I'm going.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's that simple.
Before we start, it's still in pre-production at the moment. Mm-hmm. Who are we keeping? Who are we losing?
I think we'd be losing Signor O'Hara from Sister Act, certainly. That's the role that Father May-I plays.
Definitely. I mean, I kind of wondered with Whoopi Goldberg, with Sister Mary Clarence. It's almost like Splinter of the Mind's Eye. It's not Star Wars, it's not Empire, it's Star Wars 1.5. I'm wondering if her involvement in this story happens after the events of the first film.
Yeah, certainly could do. I mean, yeah.
Because I think if we do that, there's more options for getting her involved. I don't know. I was kind of thinking that she gets involved with it because things haven't gone so well. She's done her like she needs the cash. And Ernie Weller, let's get that shit hold without none in for the televised exorcism.
I see.
So we can almost retread some of the beats of Sister Act.
But at the same time, we're not beholden to it at all.
Exactly.
I kind of like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But again, if we wanted to include some of that stuff in there, when we do our opening bit in 1973, he has the Mother Superior as the nun helping him with the exorcism.
Yeah, create a through line.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can work.
So yeah, definitely we lose the Monsignor. We've then got an excuse to have the rest of the nuns waiting in the wings, if you like, in case we need them.
Well, they're her backing singers,
Of
aren't
course they are. Of course they are. Yes.
I mean, we don't have to have the entire choir, but we certainly need at least Mary Patrick and Mary Robert.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And wasn't the Mother Superior obsessed with the name Mary?
I know. Well, you know, she is the Virgin.
Yeah, that's true.
At one point I was saying, do we lose Father Brothby and then we put Sister Mary Clarence in his shoes?
Me? I don't know if that works.
Again, I'm just suggesting it to show some of the ideas that I had.
No, I can see what you're saying, yeah.
Absolutely. And also because, in case it sparks something for you, you know, if you wanted to pick up and run with it. If not, then not. I mean, I think we do need him. Okay, well, we need him at least for the start. It doesn't mean to say we need to keep him to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
I do like as well, in Repossessed, isn't it the church is Our Lady of the Evening?
Mm-hmm.
And in Sister Act, when they're asking her where she'd come from, doesn't she say something like, oh yeah, the Order of Our Lady of the Twilight, or something, of the Night, Lady of the Night, or something.
Or something like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was just like, oh yeah, okay.
Right, at the moment I can see one obvious sort of flaw with that approach, which is that we lose Dolores until the second act.
The only thing that I did think is when he's starting his seminar and he's doing the roll call and he calls for the sisters of whatever and there's a choir that responds, they're in the auditorium with him. Because you know what this film's like, it breaks the fourth wall and everything. We can afford to go, I think, didn't you say earlier, zany with it? So just throwing her in there right in the first couple of reels.
Okay.
So we know that she's going to be in the film.
Okay, we could play with that because they could be like a chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just be a chorus to Father May I.
Yeah, so every time he comes something, he
They'll
feeds
sing
off
it.
Yeah.
And you can even have a bit of back and forth with him.
Yeah.
Because they'll do it to everything he says.
Absolutely.
And so he'll get wound up and I'll be like, you know.
So all the, even little things.
And then they'll end up playing that, you know, you stop it, no, you stop it, no, you, why are you copying what I said? Why are you copying what I said?
Stop hitting yourself and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That way we can leave Dolores where, because she won't come until the second act in the main story, but we can still have her in the first act.
Exactly.
And we can have a running gag with it. So,
I think that's one each, really.
I think so. Yeah.
Back over here. Our first of the year.
I suppose it is, yes.
Are we good to start?
I think we're good to start.
Fantastic. 1973 with obviously young Maggie Smith in there as well.
Absolutely, yep.
But that's kind of going to run the same. With the voiceover from Mayo, we'll just get some different, I don't know what happened to that young nun who helped me. I hope she's okay, or whatever.
Yeah.
I lost track of her. Do we really need to worry anything? Sorry, something popped into my head about locations. Repossessed is supposed to be LA, and this takes place between Reno and San Francisco.
Yeah, so I don't think we're breaking too many rules. I don't think it's a problem. We just moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's still California. It's still got that
Absolutely
atmosphere and, iconography.
I mean, unless if we wanted to labour the point about how much of a shyster Ernie and Fanny are, yeah, we need to televise this live from Reno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well lean into it, yeah. Especially since we're losing so much from the original of Sister Act.
Of course.
Bringing it back around kind of works.
Yeah, which possibly, again, it's a stretch to bring in Harvey Keitel, especially as it's after that film, because he's probably banged up somewhere. But because we've not said how long afterwards, maybe he got out on a technicality.
Are we giving ourselves enough rope to play with here?
How do you mean?
I'm afraid I'm seeing a lot of this running on rails for us, he says, spitting popcorn everywhere. I'm not sure. We need, maybe bringing Keitel into it would be a good idea. We need to shake up the plotline.
Yes, agreed.
Because all we're doing at the moment is inserting Dolores into
an established
Repossessed.
plot. Yeah.
We need to establish some stakes. For both parties. So we could have some scenes with Harvey Keitel in prison hiring a hitman to go after Dolores or something like that. We wouldn't necessarily have to let him out of prison, but we could have scenes with him in the first act that could leave us something to play with later on down the road.
That's a good one. My suggestion would be that the devil breaks him out to act as for him to act as a bodyguard.
Okay.
Or rather, him and his organisation.
Okay. So How do we do this? Do we have him break out in the first act?
I think we need to slightly chuck off guard him, introduce him in the first act. So when there's the scene with the family watching the TV, there's a report about him behind bars.
Okay, yeah, something to bring him into the narrative.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
For that to work, then what we need is a reason for her to tap him.
Oh.
We need something that shakes her up. Maybe it's as simple as Nancy's resistance to his possession is...
Oh, wait. Okay, so when Nancy first gets possessed, she's watching the television. Dolores is on the television. So the devil possessing Nancy has an interaction, as it were, with the television. Oh, we can establish something that the devil has a beef with Dolores for bringing so much joy to the world or something.
But that's the point. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you've got them over there still. Take one.
Oh, okay.
No, that does absolutely work, because look at Dolores' life before she went into the convent. She was going downstairs.
That one got away from me.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And now it's, now I know where you are. And so then I was thinking maybe it's like, weirdly enough, thank you guys. Sorry, this just popped into my head after watching Bloody Merry Christmas. That she appears in the mirror to Harvey Keitel in prison.
Oh, yes! Okay, yeah.
And then say, I don't know, something like temporarily leaves Nancy to possess one of the prison guards and just lets him out. I'm imagining how it's going to go, but we need to pepper throughout the scene where these events occur.
Yeah.
So it'll be like initially, oh yes, that one got away with me. Go off and do some other stuff. Come back, and then so it's like 2 or 3 scenes across this act.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
With towards the end of the act being him strolling out of prison.
Yeah, that should be like the end of Act 1.
Absolutely. That's a nice change already.
Yeah, okay, cool. We're getting somewhere now. I was a little worried, but yeah, okay, I think this can work.
Where I'm in my head is we're up to the hospital. Acme Hospital.
Doctors. Yeah, right, doctors. Yeah. What?
I was going to say, is there anything different we can do with that? I suppose not.
No, so many first acts, they are difficult.
I mean, that's one of those places where we can throw in what we were saying. So, we've already had before that where she sees Harvey Keitel on the TV.
Yeah.
So we can intersperse into that the next scene when she goes to the hospital. The devil has left her. That's why they find nothing wrong.
Right, and that's because he's gone to
the prison.
Yeah. Okay.
And we get that first interaction, appearing in the mirror, talking to him, and saying, there's one that got away from me and from you as well. We can work together here.
Okay. Yeah.
And appeal to the fact that you're coming down to me anyway. You might as well be on the right hand of the devil.
Yeah.
As the saying goes. Which will take us through to the confession, and that's going to be the saying. Or going to the confessional, meeting Father Brophy.
Yeah, house call.
Seal of possession.
Yes. It's all running on rails, I think.
Oh, it's so infuriating. You just want to do something with it.
We're setting up for second act, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're doing that too much, but we could maybe have a scene where the devil taunts Dolores from her dressing room mirror or something like that, if we're going to use the mirror as a trope, like the devil talking to mirrors.
So what about then Dolores de Cartier or something, isn't it?
De Cartier, yeah.
Yeah. Dolores de Cartier's grand return to Reno. They're going to be putting on a concert in Reno. And that would then give us a moment. Obviously, we're drawing all of our people to the same place. She has this kind of meeting securing that next big concert. And in the aftermath of that, back in the dressing room again, the devil starts taunting her. Coming home, are you? Yes, in more ways than one, all of this kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
But I think at this point, because of the journey arc she goes on in that, because she stepped away from that for a bit, she's a lot more sceptical that that it really is the devil. Who's doing that?
Who is that?
She's in a theatre or something, special effects.
Oh yeah, of course.
That kind of thing, just so we can save that moment of the moment of true faith, shall we like? Shall we like it? I don't know, shall we? But yes, save that moment of true faith for later in the film, probably in the third act.
Okay.
Because there's such a shift in her towards the end of the film when they kidnap her.
Yeah.
It's a really nice evolution of the character that I'd like to be able to include in this if we can.
Okay. We're kind of deviating from what you've said now.
Am I?
Yeah, because we said this is a 1.5. The movie has already happened. She's already gone on that journey.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, no, because then we need to find another way to include her if we don't do that.
I suppose I was thinking that in that time, because she's had a chance to go back to the real world, that some of her old vices have snuck back in.
Yeah, we could go with that. That doesn't shake anything. It's just it's not going to be the same as it would have been in the first film.
No,
you know,
I suppose
it's not going to be that big of a turn.
No, I suppose it's not, because it's all the same, isn't it? So I suppose in my thinking was you might get something similar to that, because obviously the first time she was finding her faith in herself and her faith to resist a mortal agent. Now she's having to find it to face an infernal agent. So it's a question of scale.
I don't know.
If you don't think it works, then don't worry about it. We'll kick it out.
It's a matter of tone, is what I'm concerned about.
Mm.
That's the bit that's making me go, oh, does this work?
Yeah, is that going to detract too much from the otherwise craziness of the Possess?
Yeah, that's my concern. Well, no, yeah, we can certainly have her being cynical at the beginning. I mean, it's one thing to believe in God; it's another thing to believe in the actual devil talking to you from a mirror.
Yes.
You know, that's a big stretch of the imagination. So we could establish an antagonism where Dolores just isn't taking it seriously.
Yeah. The other way to look at it when we get to Act 3 is if we do include that slightly more somber tone, is the devil turns it on its head. She gets like that, and you get this kind of sort of quite serious bit, and then the devil just does something ridiculous. We'll have to think of what it is that undermines all of that, which would then allow us to still feed into the absolutely ludicrous way that they defeat the devil in the end. Piousness isn't enough. It's a song and dance routine that's going to do it.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right. I think that could work.
Let's put a pin in that.
Yeah, okay.
Still in Act 1.
Yeah.
But just keep it in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we can intersperse that into there. Back to bed, breaking the fourth wall, driving. And then we get, obviously, the retirement home.
And that's
the end of the... So
that's the end of the active...
Yes. We get the... and then the cutaway bit to Harvey Keitel strolling out of prison.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whew.
Okay, we have an act.
We have an act.
Just the one. Just the one, folks. We'll see how it goes in the next one, eh?
Yes. A little more cheer?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, just top me up.
Sorry, I just had an idea. You're saying about Maggie Smith is just Mother Superior.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's her name. So at the beginning, in 1973, it's Sister Superior.
Oh, yes, of course. That's exactly the right kind of humour, isn't it? Yeah.
So now she's just Mother Superior. They call me Mother Superior for short.
Yes, absolutely.
Into Act 2, I think the first 3 scenes...
Yes.
I can't do it, it's your destiny, all of those kind of bits.
Yeah.
I think where we start to deviate, or have an opportunity to deviate, is with the Supreme Council.
Yes.
Because that's where we can throw in our bit from Ernie about in Reno.
In Reno.
And even more so in Reno, because I think we can get on board the Swinging Sister.
Yes.
Because they're appearing there as well.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's just lean into the whole thing.
I mean, again, I know you were saying I'm worried about sort of things running on rails. I think at this point, maybe then we can start just dropping in a few cutaway scenes, because this stuff is being televised and stuff, to Mother Superior, and her reaction to it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, I did actually chuckle about this, obviously, because I don't think I'd ever seen Repossessed before, until it came up with this.
Oh, okay.
Having recently watched Late Night with the Devil.
As we attempt to commune with the devil.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's fantastic. It was really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. But there are...
similarities?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. Again, obviously, tonally it's completely different.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there is. And I was just like, hang on. But yeah, so we get all that stuff with the Supreme Council. Is it that he's going to approach her, or has he already spoken to her, do we think?
Sorry, who's he?
Sorry. Do we think Ernie has already contacted Mary Clarence, or not? Or Dolores, should I say?
I want to say no, because that then allows us the opportunity of having the scenes of them going, oh, come on, and trying to go above her head and doing various things to get her to do the exorcism, because then we can have her resisting it.
Yes, especially in light of what's happened in Act 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that works, because then this is all stuff that gets smoothed out in a second draft.
So do we think then part of Vince's job is to strong-arm her to do it? because the devil wants her there.
Oh, that makes it interesting. That does make it interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that works. That means we can really lean into her reluctance because she's going to get dragged there anyway. So we can really, the million different ways you can say no but please, but go on. But, there are so many gags we can play with.
Which also then opens the question, is he going to be partially bankrolling Eddie's telethon?
Who?
Sorry, Vince.
Yeah, you've got to stop saying he, buddy.
I know, I'm talking about in here.
I mean,
it's a tactic we could throw in if needs be.
Yeah?
It's a fallback. If we
fallback. Okay.
If we don't find another way to get her to say yes, then we can always just go, I'll give you all this money, but only if you secure her. And we know that Ernie's short of cash, so he's not going to turn down free money.
Oh, I see. Yes. So let's play off of Ernie's sliminess more. So having an interaction with Ernie and Vince is what you're saying. Yeah. Yes, let's do that. I think that makes it a little more sinister. Yeah, okay. I like that. Take it. Yeah.
Another one?
No. I mean, we'll take that.
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah. God damn it. Halls what?
What?
I've put Halls something, but I can't understand what I've written. It's before we get to Exorcism Tonight. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Because we are up to Ernie going to meet Nancy.
Right, is that before the montage of getting fit?
That's just before.
Just before.
It's
right,
literally the scene before he goes to the gym. Do we want to do anything with that then?
Well, that's what we were talking about.
yes.
This is the bit when she's going to go, no.
Yeah.
But please. But no. But we'll pay you. But I was kind of thinking that we could start that off like that scene, and then when we go into the montage, go into the montage of Father May-I getting fit, and intersperse the montage with but please, but no, but please, but no.
I'm with you. Yes, yeah, love it. Yes, and again, if you want to into that as well, we can throw in some stuff with Vince, getting the boys back together and stuff.
Yeah,
if we need to. I don't know if we do.
Well, that's the question. Do we need to?
No, probably not. Probably not.
I don't think we need to because he's backed by the devil, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We've got tricks and things. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing, if we want to throw it in there with Vince, if this is a kind of his opportunity to get some retribution, is him going after Souther.
Right.
That's
a completely left field move.
That is, yeah. We don't have him in this story, do we? Sorry, I was just trying to figure out another way of it. Again, including some of the other characters from the film, but I guess that's too much of a stretch, isn't it?
I think it is a little bit.
The only reason that he would get involved is if he was suddenly made aware that Vince was out of prison and would want to warn her. But then again, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm bogging it down with stuff that doesn't. Yeah, so we're up to cue the announcer.
Yeah.
And before we cue the announcer.
Oh, that made me laugh so hard.
Yes.
It really did. I'd forgotten completely about that one.
But before we cue the announcer, we're just going to chalk the. No. I'm going to stop there.
No. No. Naughty.
Oh, sorry, I'm just having a moment. This is a complete tangent, I'm sorry, but I just have to mention it. So I recently found somebody put on YouTube the entire first season of the original Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Oh, you did mention that the other day, yeah.
Which was fantastic, and I was watching it, and I was doing something else at the time, and it was on in the background, I was watching it, and then there was just one line, I can't remember which episode it was, from Velma, where she just goes, yes, but what's the tip for?
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I was like, oh, okay.
Just having a moment.
Anyway, back to being an adult. So, before we cue the announcer, we're going to cue a shout-out.
Okay, great.
Which, for our first one of the year, is one I think it's been a while. But this one, we will start the year by doing a shout-out for one of our oldest followers and our oldest friends, for Jen from Gen X Official.
Ah, yes, it has been a while.
It has, yes. Jen is an American, but an American Welsh speaker, and her channel, a lot of it is little snippets of how to learn Welsh. She's also a musician as well, and would sometimes put some of her music up. And she is a huge cat lover.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. So does kind of stuff with her kitty as well.
Hey, no.
It's all you. It's all you. So, yes, as always, Jen, thank you for all of your support. Hope everything's going well. It does look like things are going good with the channel at the moment. So please do check it out. There'll be a link up here somewhere and in the description below as well.
Thank you. Where were we? Oh, yes.
We're queuing the announcer.
Queuing the announcer, yes.
So we're still happy that at the moment all of the stuff with Mayo is going to run the same as it does. Because there's nothing really we can change. Because he doesn't, apart from the bit with the gym, is in his room the whole time for this bit. I mean, we keep forgetting the lecture. So we keep flitting back to the lecture. And as we sort of established, is there anything else that we want to add in with the back and forth with Dolores? Maybe something to do with the geeky kid who keeps asking questions.
Oh, right. Yeah, that could be something. Yeah.
What are we?
Yeah. Well, I have no idea. I'm just saying something.
Something, yes. We need to do something with that. Maybe he's getting tired of them, so he throws them a look, and they kind of try and drag him up to join in the choir. It's a bit weak.
Yeah.
What do we know about him? What
He's proud of being a virgin. That's his one joke.
Yeah, that is his one joke. So maybe one of the nuns goes and throws a dog collar on his desk or something.
Oh,
Your future career or something like that. Yeah, you've got a shoe in there, mate. Or something like that.
Yeah, okay, we could play on it, yeah. Because, Dolores is worldly wise, and even though the other nuns aren't,
yeah,
Dolores is leading the chorus, so yeah, I think we can do that.
But yes, we get the start of the telethon. We can then introduce Vinny, like in the in the director's booth.
Right.
So we know that he's on scene.
Right, okay. No, hang on a minute. If he's going to drag Dolores there...
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That was right in my ear. On one side you've got the start of the telethon. On the other side you've got Dolores and the choir performing, and that's where Vince has to go and grab her from. Unless
we go back to what you were saying a few minutes ago and actually do bring the goons back into it, so that we can have Vinny at the location, but the goons are looking for Dolores to drag her. Does that work?
That works. It might be stretching things too far. That his goons have a little touch of the infernal. They've been possessed.
Yeah? I mean, we can do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They can have been possessed by...
lesser demons.
I was going to say shit demons, but that's a different type of demon altogether.
Yeah, that is Golgotham. Yeah, because then we can play with their personalities.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, I can see where that might work.
So they're at the gig, there to grab Dolores while we get the start of the telethon.
Yeah.
Do we then, to bring Father Mayo into this a bit more, even though he's at home, he's flicking between channels? Or he's got two TVs? So one is watching Dolores, one of them he's watching the telethon.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing that I could think of is he's watching this thing and he's going, no. He needs some spiritual guidance, so he turns and watches the other TV to get the spiritual uplifting thing from watching the choir.
What are we achieving?
I was just thinking zany. I was just thinking silly comedy.
Oh,
Spider's terrible! Oh, Spider's terrible!
Oh!
That's...
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, God!
Oh, you just got me... Oh, Jesus. That's incredible. It reached you before it reached me. How?
I don't know. I'm just not breathing through my nose anymore.
Sausages? Yeah, so I think that's where my head was with that.
Yeah, no, I think that could work. Yeah, I think that could work.
We're going to just be Kenny for the rest of the episode.
It's certainly very penetrating. Go away.
Oh, dear, that was Pigs in Blankets.
It was, wasn't it? Where were we? Oh yeah, okay, so we're doing that. We've got the beginning of the exorcism.
So do we then have the goons grab Dolores off the stage so Mayo sees that as well?
I don't know why we need that.
We might not need
Because we can
it.
show the audience without having to show Father May I.
We can, but unless we wanted to use it, if there's something that happens that makes him realise that those goons are possessed, it would add fuel to the fire for him to finally go, no, you may not.
I think it's overcomplicating things. I'll be honest.
So keep the gag, but lose the rest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, telethon, I cast thee out and nothing happens, which is the bit that we're doing now. And obviously that's another reason to throw that bit in there as well, because we get Fanny's song, and he's like, oh God, let's watch something,
Yeah, we could juxtapose Fanny's song with them singing. That works even better. Because we get her wailing and then the angelic singing of that works even better.
And then we get fireballs.
Fireballs and stampede.
So by this point, Dolores is on site, or are we bringing her in bringing her to the, is this going to be sort of towards our, can you stop it, please? Wait, have we got a cork somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Gas masks, maybe.
Is our Act 2 end going to be Dolores arriving on site?
I think so. Yeah.
Although I'm not sure we might need her there sooner, because, I'd call this sort of the end of Act 2 is when she gets to the dish. Is around that area, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
You get the big chase.
Yeah, we get the big chase.
No, I think it works.
Yeah, no, because there's the standoff at the dish, and we could have that be the moment when Vince arrives with Dolores, and it'd be like, oh, good, everybody's here.
Yes. Fantastic, and that would be our Act 2.
That's our Act 2, yes.
Whew.
That was painful in places.
It was, especially on the nose. Cocktail, his final prep montage, and then Rambo Thermos. This is what I've got, is the opening of Act 3.
Yes.
Can you see anything different? Well, that's going to be...
My brain's not with it.
If we wanted to add something else into that little sequence there... It would be him prepping. We also see a little bit of Mother Superior prepping. Well, no, because Father Brophy puts out the call, doesn't he?
Oh, I see.
It wouldn't work because we've introduced her a little bit at the beginning, but kind of forgotten about her. That's easily remedied in one of the earlier acts. We just throw in a very quick phone call speaking to Mother Superior from Dolores or from one of the other nuns.
Yeah. Okay.
Checking in. So we've kept her in the eye.
Yeah, okay. So we can include Mother Superior in there.
Yeah. It's entirely possible that we can leave that until Father Brophy arrives, because when she sees him, that's even, that's just as much reason for her to go there as it is. Wait, I keep doing this. I'm sorry. It's because I know who people are.
I know, but I don't know who you mean.
Sorry. When Mother Superior sees Father May I on TV.
Right, yes, yeah.
That would be, a double reason for her to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could totally agree with that one.
So May I arrives, the bit with the cab.
They're here.
See, again, I was hoping we may be able to do something with Dolores with the vomiting bit, but there's nothing like that in Sister Act that we could pick from to put...
There's nothing that really lends itself to it, is there?
No. Do we then instead just lean into her being a counterpoint to... So playing off him like, what the hell are you doing? And all of this kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem. I'm having the same problem. It seemed simple, but I can only see one really obvious moment, and the rest is just like, oh, well, we can pepper it through here. But I haven't got any ideas.
It just shows you how difficult comedy is.
Comedy is hard, and I don't normally do comedy.
No. I think especially this kind of comedy, because
it's very literal, meta.
Yeah, and quite visual as well. So within the format that we do this, it's kind of hard to try to think what we can put in, what can we lean in 2. Because again, we've still got Father Brophy there as well. Do we want to do something with...
I'm struggling.
So am I. So I think maybe what we need to do then, we need a turn here.
Yeah, we need to derail this.
I think then we need to do something with Vince.
Yep, okay.
In that, thanks, you got me out, but now I'm going to do my own thing.
Okay, so a double cross kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that could kind of work. That'll interrupt things and create some stakes. Do we want to see Vince get his comeuppance? Or do we want to leave that till later? I don't like this. I don't like this, folks. I don't like it. It was so simple in my head when we had this idea, but this is actually really quite hard.
It is quite difficult. I think, yes, we do want him to have his comeuppance. It's how we lean into that and also lean into what we know. Obviously, the devil is the Lord of Lies.
Lies. Oh, lies!
Is it the devil just giving him enough rope to hang himself?
Oh, okay, so we could have like an extended joke where it's like I betray you. No, I double cross you. No, I triple cross you. No, I quadruple cross you. I just keep...
Yeah.
Yeah? Does that work?
Yeah, which will then, and then while they're distracted between themselves, it gives the others time to kind of take stock.
Yeah. That allows them to come back and get together as a team.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we can have some of the scenes playing out the same. At a certain point, we'll stop it for Vince to have his moment, and we'll have this.
Yeah.
And that allows everybody to regroup.
Yes, yeah. I mean, obviously, we've still got his henchmen, but again, because his henchmen technically work for the devil.
Yes, I'm thinking like minor imps or something like that.
Yes, yeah. And so, yeah, if they're going to be imps, we can give them, as you said, playing off their personalities, they've each got a shtick.
Yeah.
That they do, and it's almost like an obsession that they have to do, so we can throw some of that in.
I'm almost seeing some kind of Marx Brothers kind of action going on.
Which leads into the bit where she turns him into Groucho Marx.
Oh, holy shit, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, this could work. I
mean, it could also work just with the three of them. Because you've got him, you've got Dolores, you've
of
got
course,
Father
Vince
Brophy.
is the straight man.
You've got that, but even with the good guys, because when she's turning Mayo into all the different things, she turns him into Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
But you've now got Brophy and you've got Dolores, so she could turn those into the other two of the Marx brothers.
Who are you? I'm fine, thanks. Who are you? I'm fine too.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
so
that could work.
A little Marx Brothers routine with the three of them. Maybe Vince just kind of thinks he's convinced these guys that they're now on his side. We don't work for you, boss.
Yeah.
So that'll be it. So we get that sequence only culminates with them just going, blam.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
Or something. I'm not sure if we want to go blam. It's a little bit adult for the story we're telling.
But it is a little bit adult.
But yeah, that could be fixed in the next draft.
I mean, it's almost in a comical way. We could almost do something we were talking about. What you brought up last time. The thing with Ghost is take him home. So that means we can take the goons out at that point as well. They drag him off to hell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Cool.
People have regrouped.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a bit more fun with the enter my body bit. Because, of course, we've got Dolores in there as well, so that's...
Yes.
Everybody takes a turn in the habit. And
yes, absolutely. Yeah, just so Dolores, oh no, not again.
Yeah. I was leaning towards, like, a duet/duel with Devil with a Blue Dress.
Before we get there...
Or am I going too far ahead? Okay.
Possibly, but I was going to suggest, after the bit with the body swapping and things like that, we get the bit with... I know you get the bit with the defibrillator, just for a bit of gross out comedy, or edgy comedy, if you like, possibly. I don't know. Do the bit with the defibrillator. That's why vocal warm-ups are important, folks.
It is.
We do the bit with the defibrillator. It doesn't work. That's where we bring Mother Superior in. I'll give him the kiss of life. But you're a nun! But he's a priest, it's okay.
Yeah, we can have a joke there. Yeah, definitely.
But again, obviously, with that bit, with the kiss of life, we can throw in a little bit like, oh, no, I think it's going to go again. Might need a bit more. Or something.
Yeah.
And then, yes, we get to rock and roll. And that's when Dolores... That's my cue.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I guess, as we said back at the start...
We can play with this. I'm sorry, I did realise there's a little bit of humour we can play with.
Okay.
There's a repeating joke that whenever Father Mayer looks at a woman, his heartbeat starts going.
Yes.
And we can continue that with the nuns.
Of course. Oh, yes.
Just every woman he looks at.
Especially when they start gyrating and dancing.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say, just before we get to that, so we can still have that little bit that we said there, where you get this bit where it looks like Dolores is going to defeat the devil with true faith, and then something happens and the devil undermines that. I mean, that might even be the body swapping thing. That might be our lead.
Yeah, that would be a good point to it, because that breaks up the rhythm of it, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I love what you're saying there about every time he sees the nuns. So yeah, so when the duet's going on and when they're all on stage and they're all dancing, we almost stop the singing because his heart's not so...
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that, this whole musical number on and he's just going...
So we have Father Brophy. Oh no, he's on the drums. Damn, he can't do it. I was going to say we could feed back into an earlier bit in the film. You know, when he pulls the cable out the camera and electrifies the devil?
Oh, right, yeah.
He grabs the cable and recharges his heart. Jumps his heart again with the cable.
Oh.
It could just be on the floor and he's staggering around and he just walks into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like it. I'm just wondering if we should do something like have random ENTs turning up in the middle of the routine.
Send more paramedics.
And they have to keep coming on every couple of minutes to start his heart up again.
Yep.
Maybe that works.
So I was thinking, because we've got all of the other holy men there, they all take a turn to try and bring him back to life.
Oh, that's another option, isn't it? Well, I think I like that one better.
Yeah.
Because I think it plays on the joke of all of the holy men.
Yeah.
And they'd all say a different prayer or do whatever. But
But obviously, it's Dolores' singing and the choir that...
exactly. I was thinking it would be like a duet/duel.
Yes.
Because we've missed a lot of it from the film, we could even do a My God versus Devil with the Blue Dress.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of jiggling banjo style.
Yeah,
back and forth.
Yeah, I like it.
That will bring the proper sister act element into it, I think.
It will, yes.
We aimed this how we want. We've got to...
Yes, I think it's going to... I mean...
Because the original film's got a very abrupt ending.
It does, yeah. So, through this kind of weird round of singing, they drive the devil out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back.
Oh, shit.
And then we're back to the seminar. So I think it should be... I want to say we should end it on a song.
Uh-huh.
Because we've got the choir in
Yeah, I feel like we should do. Yeah, I agree.
I know what it is.
What?
So he brings in Nancy.
Uh-huh.
We get the virgin guy going, no, blah, blah, blah. We still get the vomiting on them. With a kind of like, from Dolores. And then as the guy's like, I told you I'd be back. And she's possessed the virgin.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. What song do we end on?
Sympathy for the Devil?
That's what my brain was saying. Does it work?
No, I don't think it does.
It's got no doo-wop to it, does it?
No.
I'll put a spell on you. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Which I guess
is our movie. Whew. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, yes. So we'll do our usual thing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about a second and a half.
Did you have fun?
Did you? Told you. We're back again. So this was a bit of a low one for me. I'm on a 2.
I'm on a 4.
Okay, so I'll go first. This is one of those times when you have to kind of think, you have to kind of look back at the original film.
Yeah.
Because as films, they're quite weak. So that's kind of, how does that going to affect what we've done here? Do we think we've done something that's at least equivalent to the strength of the original films?
I enjoyed Repossessed an awful lot when I was 15, but seeing it again now, it's a lot weaker film than I remember. It's also funnier than I remember, but it's still, the plotting is much weaker than I thought.
But also allowing for the fact that this is first draft.
It is first draft, yeah.
I want to say I want to give it a yes, but it's just barely, based on what we've done here. I think if we had a treatment for it and gave it to the people that were making that kind of humour at the time, then we might get something from it. But based on what we've done here, it's borderline. It really is. I don't know. I'm going to say yes, just barely, because as hard as this was, we have given ourselves a giggle here in places. So on that basis, just gets a yes from me.
Okay, well, I'm in a similar bind myself. I mean, we like to say there's going to be a second draft, that things will be ironed out. But looking at this one, I say this one needs at least 3 or 4 before it's going to be anything really any good. And is that enough to justify being a movie?
It's your call, man.
I'm sorry, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we meddled a little, but I don't think we elevated it at all. So I think it's going to be a no for me. Yeah.
So there we go, folks. We are divided 1 apiece. And now, as always, it's over to you guys at home to have your say and let us know whether you think what we've created here today is worthy of the title of maybe movie. If it's something that, with a bit of work, yay, you'd quite happily give up your hard-earned cash to go and see it at the cinema. Or is it just a load of old duff?
Indeed. Let us know, folks, down below in the comments.
Absolutely. And also on our viewers poll as well, which will be out in all the usual places. And I'll be running this one, well, as I said, we're not back till February, so I'll run it for a couple of weeks. So you've got plenty of time to get your votes in there. And when we come back in February, we will announce whether or not we did have a New Year's Day winner or not. Also, as well, don't forget, we have our caption competition running. So either from the last ones that we did in December or from these ones, grab some of the quotes from the films, mash them together, make up your own, be as crude or as sophisticated as you like. Whack them in the comments below, and then when we come back again in February, pick which one we think is the best, and you'll win this.
So, get cracking, folks. Think of something good.
Until then, may 2025 bring better things than 2024.
Absolutely.
Please do look after yourselves and one another. And from here, we will see you in February. From general channel stuff, we will see you in a couple of weeks.
As always, guys, TTFN. What now?
I don't know. I don't want any more sausages.
Okay. That's all right then.
By the way, it suddenly occurred to me, he's farted. He did all that farting and he hasn't deflated at all. I mean...
I'm not going to speculate.
Back to bed then.
Oh, yeah.
Ba 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 ba.